Welcome at this new add-on spotlight. In this add-on spotlight we're gonna look at Seafront Simulations, which released an update for Flight Simulator 2020, which is called Vessels, the Channel Islands. The good thing is that the update is completely free, so you don't have to pay anything for it. And what does it add to Flight Simulator? Well, it adds multiple vessels, so popular boating or boats for the islands of Guernsey, Jersey, Alderney, Herm and Sark. So those are, I would say, the islands belonging to the UK but are close to the French coast. So the airplane is already located at the Guernsey airport, so let's switch to Flight Simulator and let's go airborne. We already got permission to take off from flight control. And let's see if we can spot some of the vessels. So let's first make some speed. Now once we're around 70-80 knots, then we can pull back the stick. And enjoy the nice scenery of the island of Guernsey. And on the right side you already see some vessels, so let's make some turns and then let's fly to those vessels to see what our friends from Seafront Simulation created for us. The good thing is, of course, that when you look or when you're familiar with Flight Simulator, you probably know that most type of vessels are not very detailed, to be honest. Some of them are even laying underwater. I think that was one of, or some people are complaining about that, right? But that will be fixed in future. I'm pretty convinced about that. When you look at New York City, it already contains some nice vessels, right? So a nice cruise ship. So we look at the right side. Need to be a bit careful that we keep altitude. Here's it's a catamaran or something. There are some more ships there. And some larger yacht here. And in front of us there's let's say a larger vessel. So we need to be a bit careful, right? Else we're gonna crash, and that's not what we want. Nothing here, so we're gonna continue with the turn. And then we're gonna fly to the harbor of Guernsey, and let's see if we can spot some other ships in the meantime. If you look at the top left, right, you can see a container ship. And there in the front, in the coast, are some sailing ships. Keep our eye on the harbor. And here you see a lot of ships right in the harbor. Those are, I'd say, pretty detailed when you have a closer look at them, which I of course already did prior to testing or prior to recording this video. So let's have a close look at them as we speak. You can see lots of sailing vessels, some small yachts, some larger yachts over there. So all in all, I think it's a nice addition, right? So it adds some value. If I question myself, would I spend money on this update? Well, maybe, but it really depends, right? Because the update only adds the boats or vessels to these islands and not to the rest of the simulator, as far as I understood. So if it would add, like, say, this quality of ships to the rest of the simulator randomly around the world, then I would probably want to pay some money for it.
You are leaving my airspace frequency change approved. Jersey Tower, Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha.
So let's have a look at that container ship. There should also be a cruise ship. That's also what we're gonna visit. So here's some more ships, right? So here's another harbor with some larger vessels and some smaller vessels, as you can see. Let's take that container ship, and then we can go in a straight line to the cruise ship. And then we almost did, alright, say, a tour around Guernsey. So today would be actually the day that World Update number 3 would be released, right? So I planned some time on recording videos already for it, but unfortunately it has been delayed, right, to the 16th of February, which is next Tuesday. So hopefully the update will be released at that time. There's probably a valid reason for not releasing it, right? If they probably discovered something which is blocking or introduces an issue. So in those situations, it's better that the vendor decides not to release it, although it might not, I would say, result in all kind of nice reactions from fans. I think it's a fair call out to them, is that they probably did a good thing, right? Maybe it's also a learning point for them to delay updates and not announce them too early to prevent that people are having high expectations and are waiting for the update. Because I was also continuously pressing refresh to see if the update was already there, right? I looked during the day a few times, it was not there. Then I was around 8 o'clock my time, I pressed refresh multiple times, didn't see it, and then I saw the message on Twitter that it was being delayed. So we're almost flying very close to the container vessel. So let's have a close look at it. Not too close, of course. So a lot of containers on that ship. Come on. Oop. Not too far. Oh, there it was. So you can see there it ship has a name, right? But it's probably a referral to another company. But maybe they couldn't use it due to the trademarks set to the brand, right? You can't simply use a brand without asking permission to the company. And then we continue our, say, flight pretty close to the cruise ship. And you can see that they really spend time on, I would say, all the details, because the ships which are added to this, or added by this add-on, are really pretty high quality, right? So they've got a lot of details. Especially with the knowledge that this is a free add-on which they simply provide for free, so that you don't have to pay any money for it. Based on the information found on the site of Seafront Simulations, they are planning to release some more updates, also focused on vessels, if I saw it correctly. So keen to see what they're gonna do. There's the co-pilot next to me, also enjoying the flight. And here you can see the cruise ship. Nobody on board. It's also nobody probably in the swimming pool.
500.
Here are some small sailing ships and a yacht, a little bit a bigger one. Trying to get the, where is it? There it is. So we almost did a full circle around the island of Guernsey. So let's try to find the airport again, and then we're gonna land there. So you can, we've seen a lot of ships, right, around the island. So really looking forward to the updates which they're planning to release in the future. So we're gonna land on Guernsey Airport again. Already at full flaps to decrease the speed a bit. Not too much, of course. There's the airport already. Ooh, it's a little bit closer as I thought. So let's see if we can make this landing successful. Whoa. Not what I would normally do, right? So we're taking pretty steep curve to land on this runway, but since we're going pretty slow, it shouldn't be an issue. So here ends this Spotlight add-on. So I hope you enjoyed it. So if you want to try out the add-on, then have a look at the window or the text besides the video, or below the video. It normally is, depending on which device you're using. You can download it for free, right? So keep in mind that if you can only download it via the ORBX site, and if you don't have an account yet, you first need to create an account, and once you have the account, log in, buy it, and buy it between brackets because it's free, and then download it either from the site itself, or you can use the ORBX application, and the ORBX application will allow you to install the add-on either in the community directory or in a separate directory, and then it will ensure that there's I would say correct link to it, so it will ensure that Flight Simulator can detect the update or add-on. Sorry. So I hope you liked this video. If you liked the video, then consider to use the like button. If you got questions or comments, then use the comment box below the video. If you want to stay up to date about more videos I'm posting, then consider subscribing to my channel. Thanks for watching and see you next time.